Ooh. It was like a cough and a sneeze. A snuff. Hello! I'm going to answer some more of your questions. Okay, let's get cracking. Sirocco. Hi, Sirocco. Can you cover Reindeer Age by Closure in Moscow? Kind of my favourite band. Yes. Yes, I can. I love that song. It's been on my list for a while, actually. So I'm going to put it to my patrons and see if they choose it, because I love that song. And I love that album, so yes, it's on my list. Jacqueline Ernesto Dubon Hernandez. Hello again. Are you planning on doing a cover from A Lot Like Birds' new album? Yes, if it's good. I can't tell from the 2 songs they've released. They're all right. Whether it's going to be good or not. So we'll find out. I'll listen to it and see how it goes. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. It's very different, but I hope it's good. Flashlight. Hi, Flashlight. What do you do for a living full-time job? I answered this. I think I answered this in the comments anyway to a different video that you asked me on. And I answered it in my first Q&A or my second one. The first one with the answers. But I'm going to answer it again now anyway, so fine. I am a private music tutor. I teach guitar, bass and drums from here in my studio. I work part-time in my dad's music store. It's a family business, small shop. Been run for many years. I play guitar and piano in a covers function band, rock and pop stuff, playing weddings, corporate events, parties, that sort of stuff. And I am a full-time foster carer. So that is my job. That's what I do for a living. Replies. How can you be so awesome? P.S. Not a troll question. Seriously. Winky face. Now, you see, the winky face implies that it is a bit of a cheeky question, and you don't really mean it. How can I be so awesome? I practice hard in front of a mirror at being awesome, and I took lessons from Superman. Okay, Oreki-san. Hello. Can you cover one Metallica? No, I don't like Metallica. Sorry. That might be one of mine and Jake's stupid covers. It's the sort of song that we could just have fun playing. So yeah, maybe it might be a Magic Beans cover at some point. I'll add it onto the Magic Beans list. Ethan Vela. Hello, Ethan Vela. I've been playing guitar for like 3 months and I've got the beginning section of Letting Go. I learned from your tutorial. Good. And it feels super rewarding to learn. Do you have any other suggestions on what I should learn next? I really like hybrid picking stuff. Phone. Other things to learn. If you like your hybrid picking type things, then I've done this tutorial for the other Eternity Forever song, Fantasy. Check that out. That's very, very similar. Type of fact, it uses most of the same chords and licks. Yeah, that's another good one to learn. And just different things you can do with your hybrid picking. So not just sort of comping on the chords. I'll show you. So other things apart from just that sort of stuff. Riffs and licks and things. So techniques. Ooh, wibbled it. So techniques, say pentatonic riffs, like a... but getting your finger involved, so... Those sorts of things are all quite good. So just get some basic pentatonic stuff down and try getting your finger involved. Anything sort of acoustic finger style picking, but use it with your hybrid picking. So these sorts of patterns, those sorts of things are quite good. You know, anything along those lines. Just try and do lots of different things with it. I'm working on a little lesson series on hybrid picking because a lot of people seem to be interested in it from watching me do it quite a bit. So when they come out, that will explain a lot more. So try a few things. Okay, Exemplar Gaming. Hello. Could you specify what you do for the sound of certain songs now? I've asked this before, just in a dumb way. If you could do what you did, for example, for the intro to Legend in the tutorial, that'd be great. Of course, not specific numbers. Quick explanation, if you know what I mean. Would appreciate it. Lol. Okay. Legend specifically? I can't remember. I think all I did, clean sound, quite a bit of treble on it, quite a bright, clean sound. Single coil pickups work quite well. Anything Stratty or Telecaster-ish, anything Fendery will work nicely for that. Plenty of compression I do that post-recording in Pro Tools, and there was just a crap load of reverb on it, which I think I used my amp reverb, so I just cranked that up. That's about it really. You just need to find a nice clean sound through a decent amp. Any form of valve amp is the way to go. Any solid state amps just don't have a nice clean tone, or they struggle to create a nice valve clean tone. So get a good valve amp, get a guitar with decent pickups, and play around with clean sounds but with plenty of compression. Hope that helps. Derek Dorfmeyer. Hello, Dorfmeyer. Ranked 1 to 3, who's your favourite Dance Gavin Dance clean vocalist? I can't remember what I said. I did this in my other video. I can't remember what I said, so I'm going to do it again, and it'll probably be different. Clean vocalist. Clean. I suppose that's slightly different. I like them all. Number 1, Johnny. Number 2, Kurt. Number 3, Tillian. Yeah, I'm going for that. I'm sticking with that. Epic. Hi, Epic. Hey Mike, love the channel. Thank you very much. This is a bit of a question and a recommendation hybrid thingy. Sorry in advance for the list gets long. Are you familiar with the following band/song? Right, okay. So it's a list of songs and bands and things. Armor for the Broken? No. Bury Tomorrow? Yes. Enter Shikari? Yes. Gauntlet Hair? No. Genghis Tron? Vaguely. Giants? No. I Am Era Monomate? No. Memphis Mayfire? Yes. Oh Sleeper? Yes. Gates Airplane? Yes. The World Alive? Yes. I vaguely know a lot of those, and I can't think what the songs sound like, but I will listen to them, and if they are cover-worthy, then I will give them a shot. Greg G. Hi, Greg G. Play even heavier stuff already. Okay. There's a link.
Cream conditioner could weigh fine hair down.
Yeah, this is heavy.
So we created new Pantene foam conditioner. The strength of our Pro V formula, now in an air-tight foam. So it's instantly absorbed. Strong is beautiful.
I don't think this will be worth it.
New Pantene foam conditioner.
Okay, I'm going to stop that there and say, yes, I will play heavy things, but no, not that. No. No. B. Jomon. Hello, B. Jomon. Again, can you cover Periphery Scarlet? That would be amazing. Yes, that's also been on my list for quite a long time. I love that song. And I think I worked out most of the intro part at one point and never did anything else with it. So, yes. Yes, I will. Fernando Barreto. Hello. Finally someone who hates Nirvana too. Yes, exactly. Good man. By the way, would you listen to my band Zanate? It's kind of mathcore meets trap. Thank you. Interesting. Yes. Yes, I can. Fuck boy. Good. Okay, I'll listen to this one. Okay, really not my sort of thing at all. I know a couple of people who probably really love that actually, but yeah, it's not for me, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Pause.
Woo! It just played my video. Pause. Yeah, good work, but not for me. Izzy Parker. Hi, Izzy Parker. What are your loosely rated top 5 movies of all time? Always like to see a new video. Keep at it. I wonder how many subscribers you'll have in 2 to 3 years. Yes, me too. I hope it goes well. It's going well so far. Loosely rated top 5 movies? I don't know. I hate these questions. I don't watch movies. I think the last thing I went to see at the cinema was Toy Story. So that's how long it's been since I've seen a film at the cinema. Movies I do really like. I love Basketball. That's an amazing film. That's old school, I like that. Good old Trey and Matt. American History X was very good. The Green Mile is an excellent film. Braveheart and Moana. That's been on the TV a lot at the minute because my daughter's obsessed with it. She's 3. I must have watched that film like 35 times in the past couple of weeks. So I'm going with those because why not? Okay, Derek Dorfmeyer. You again. Hello again. What chords and scales should I learn to help with Dance Together Dance and the post-hardcore one-chord style? Chords. Learn major 7s and minor 7s and different inversions of them. So major 7s, learn that shape, learn that shape, learn that shape, and minor 7s, do that one. That's another common one in the style. Just like top parts of minors, those sorts of ones are very common. Scale-wise, a lot of pentatonics. Lots and lots and lots of pentatonics. Lots of scales with open strings in. So maybe could learn like a minor scale, an E minor scale, because that's got all your open E strings in. Open E strings in? All your open strings in. So maybe learn an E minor scale on each string, and then play around with those sorts of pull-offy type things. Can't really do it at this angle with this finger like this, because I'm just showing you. So yeah, go for those types of chords and open string type scales, because there's lots of pull-offs and slidey things and stuff like that with open strings in, and lots of pentatonics. There you go. Daniel Boisvert. Hey Dan. As someone who knows major, minor, pentatonic scales and bar chords, what is the next thing I should be working on to be a better player / composer? Work on a bit of the theory behind putting those together. I think it's more, you can do that, but what do you do with them? I think that's probably the next step for me, I would say. So look at a bit of chord theory, so how what chords go together in a key and what scales work over those chords, and then just try jamming some things out. Let's say that. Try doing that. Alex F. Oh, it's you. Hi, Alex. How fucking dare you call that Me Without You song bad? Yeah, it's not a very good song. Sorry. I don't like it. But seriously, they're a great band, I promise. Okay. Maybe not exactly the type of band which would make for a great guitar cover, though. That's kind of what I was on about. That would not make a good guitar cover, because it's just quite boring guitar-wise. I tend to look at, any of these songs that people say, can you cover this? It might be a good song, but if it's not going to make for an interesting cover, then I'm not really that enthralled with it. But yeah, I'm sure they are a good band. But no. It won't make a great cover. Okay, Vanny Eriki. It's you again. I got the pronunciation right this time. Thanks for the note. Thanks for answering my question, Mike. Still loving the covers and videos. Are you familiar with Vitalism? If not, check out their song Bipolarity. They're incredible. Yes, I know Vitalism. I know Bipolarity. And that's another one that I started working out a while ago, but didn't pursue it for some reason. I think something else came up. I don't know. I can't remember. But yes, I know Vitalism, and that's a good song. I'm going to add that back on my list. Okay, Angel Side Ninja 1313. Angel Side Ninja 1313. Hello. Yo, Mike. Do you use tremolo for your guitars with tremolo, or do you just go through the hassle of tuning them the normal way? I don't use tremolo now because they're very expensive. They're like £65 or something. That's a lot for a little that you just pop on. So what I do is get a pack of playing cards. You can get one of these for like 10 pence. Just anyway, any pack of playing cards. And you can just slot them in one at a time until you've balanced it. And then some old khaki drumsticks. just chop them up and wedge them in. And it does a perfect job without spending lots of money on a little metal thing. I'm sure that thing's quite good because you can adjust it and move it and those sorts of things, I think. Yeah, I'd rather spend like £2 doing it than 65 quid. Raphael Mestanza, hello again, dude. Hey Mike, thanks for your tips. I'm definitely going to add it to my lessons, but I think the main problem is that I also teach an 8-year-old kid and I want to teach him some theory without making it boring. Any tips for this? Thanks again. It's very difficult with the younger kids because most of them aren't even bothered about learning the guitar, let alone theory. But like putting effort in, or getting a young kid to put effort in to do anything or learn anything, is very, very difficult. I suppose don't go into chord theory or scale theory or anything like that. Start with rhythms. That's, I find, the best way to get young kids into doing it. So start with just teaching them crotchets and quavers, and how they go together in just a bar of 4/4, and because they can clap it out, those sorts of things, and they can pick it on a string or they can strum it. Yeah, try that. That's not to anything written down theory wise. No, you might get the odd one that is into that sort of thing. I've had, I think, 2 younger pupils who actually engage with that sort of thing and do really well, but the other, 100 that I've had just aren't bothered. So yeah, reading rhythms and get them to do different things again. I've got a little djembe down here, so get a little drum and just get them tapping stuff like that. That seems to be the best way to do it, because they do that sort of thing in schools and things, and it sort of engages them a bit more. But it's difficult, yes. But yeah, good luck with that. Let's go in style. Hello. For the record, I did comment on the previous Q&A, and I'm quite hurt that it didn't show up. Ah. Maybe check spam, waiting for approval comments. Yeah, I do that before I do them all, and I didn't see it there. So, no, you did something wrong, didn't you? And it didn't post. Maybe you click cancel. Sorry, dude. Question for this video. Do you like thick? Thick? Do you like them thick? Is that what? Is that a what? Is that a person or a band or what? I can't go on punctuation for these things because there's no capital letter at the start, M, or thick. So is it a person or a band? Or are you just asking me if I like them thick? Don't know. Be more specific. Mr. Square Art, hello. What are your thoughts about fair trade? I think it's fair to say fair trade, pretty fair. Yummy Tech, hello Yummy Tech. Hi Mike, good videos, thank you. Could you cover All That Remains, The Air That I Breathe? I know it's a fairly old song, but the solo is stuck in my head. Maybe. I will listen to it. Let's see if I like it. Austin Nelson, hello Austin. It seems like it must be really hard to get past multitasking with your hands while playing things besides basic chords on a guitar, and even more so when doing different rhythms and techniques with all 4 of your limbs while playing the drums. Multitasking. Is this something you just got to get used to, or is there some sort of strategy to it? And if so, how long does it take for people like your pupils to get down? The multitasking. I think it's different with guitar and drums, because guitar you tend to have to be in sync a lot of the time. So it's about nailing things, banging in time with each other, and drums is literally banging in time with yourself. But drum wise, there are 2 ways of going about it. One is, say you're doing something with a bass drum and you got that going, and you try and do a different rhythm with your hands. So say you've got something like that going on. You can either break it down beat by beat and see what lands on a beat and what lands off a beat, and just piece it together a bit at a time until you've got it. Or I find that way tends to be best for explaining things to pupils. Or you can do it the other way, where you can split it up. So say the foot's doing that, and you just go, right, your foot's doing that, imagine that's someone else doing that, and you're playing to it. So you can set that going and ignore it, and then and then you can play something over it. I suppose that's not really similar for guitar at all. No, so guitar and drums are two very different ways of doing that. But generally, guitar, it's all about coordination, so making sure you're picking bang on a note, and if you're hammering on afterwards, make sure your pick's getting ready for the next note. The guitar, it's more about playing really slowly and working it out piece by piece, and eventually you develop the technique, so when you come across that particular picking pattern again, you can already do it and apply it to different things. I hope that kind of answers your question. And how long does it take for your pupils to do it? It entirely varies from pupil to pupil. I've had some guys, there was one guy who came for years and years and years, and he really tried really hard, and he still couldn't do anything. And then I've had people who don't really try that much and come for 6 months and get really good and move on. So you'll find out when you start doing things like that. That'll be the thing. There is no how long, because it's different for everyone. Hope that helps. Sean Brady. Hey Sean, my patron. Yes. Are there any books on chord scales and theory that you recommend? Thanks as always for answering my questions. There's one book. What's it called? It's called Chord Chemistry. I'm not sure if it's like a general book that's going to be out there a lot, but it's one that I found. I haven't got it on me, but that works quite well, and it just shows you relationships just between all your chords and how they all work together, and it goes quite deep with it. The best theory book is the ABRSM Guide to Music Theory. It's a little pink book like this big. I'm assuming that's widely available everywhere in the world. And yeah, it's by Eric Taylor, I think, is the guy who writes it. But the AB Guide to Music Theory, Associated Board Guide to Music Theory, little pink book, and there's a little blue one which follows on from that. That's just got everything in it. Doesn't really apply it much, so it's up to you to use what you learn in there to play stuff. But yeah, you can learn anything from those books. That's a very good book. Creature Puppet, hello again. I'd love if you did a cover of the song Interstellar Strut by Tupperware Remix Party. Okay, the guitar isn't necessarily mad as toast, but it's pretty technical and interesting. Also, I don't know if you like anything along those lines of thrash metal. Yeah, I like some thrash metal. I think you get a kick out of Skeleton Witch. They don't just stick to power chords and have really good technical tremolo type stuff in their work, so I'd recommend their songs Reduced to the Failure of Prayer or Unending Ever Living. Okay, I will have a listen to Skeleton Witch. And yeah, I like some thrash stuff. I like a bit of thrash. And Tupperware Remix Party. I'll give them a go and see how it goes. Jonathan R. Hello, love your videos. Hello, thank you, Jonathan R. A band I would highly recommend for you to cover would be Being as an Ocean. It's my favourite band. Keep up the amazing work. And maybe even some Issues. I like Issues. I do like Issues. Some very good stuff from Issues. Particularly the last album. That's an awesome album. Being as an Ocean, I am quite familiar with it. I've got one pupil in particular that loves Being as an Ocean. So I've done quite a lot of guitar work of theirs before, so yeah, I might be able to dip into one of those and see if I can remember it and cover it. So there you go. Christian Rubalcaba again. Primero, last. Ha! You know the ones where you say first, that's always the last one on the list. So I like doing this. That's good. I like making you feel bad. Good. And there we go. Okay, so any more questions, just ask me in the comments to this video. Check out my Facebook, check out my Patreon. I'm getting some more patrons now. It's good, and I'm working on some more content to get going on there. As I'm doing my lesson videos, I'm going to put loads of extra stuff on my Patreon at the minute. And yes, thank you, and I'll see you next time.